What is going on, everybody? This, of course, is Mr. Tony Stark, and I'm bringing you another Season 4 build and guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at Jinx, the ADC, the loose cannon, my personal favorite ADC to play, and yeah, this is going to be a bronze build for those of you that might be struggling in lane or struggling to get farm, and to win your lane, and to hopefully get you out of bronze and make our community a little bit easier to play in. So let's get right into her abilities. We're going to be taking a look, of course, at her abilities, her runes, masteries, and a good build for her, a core build. Yeah, we're going to start with the abilities. So her passive is called Get Excited, and she receives a massive increased movement speed whenever she kills an enemy or destroys a tower. It's really good for an escape or to chase someone else down. So if you're in a team fight and you get a kill, you're going to get that movement speed. You're going to be able to move out of the fight or maybe chase down someone who had already started to flee. Her Q is called a Switcheroo, and it basically is her minigun and her rocket launcher, and you can switch between the two. The minigun, it actually grants you additional attack speed as it fires, and it does damage. And the rocket launcher, the fishbone, called fishbones, does area of effect damage. So it actually has splash damage with the rockets. So whenever you switch to that, you actually have a larger range and a bigger area of effect, but you also lose more mana each time you fire that. So her basic attack, or just the pow pow as it's called, the minigun, doesn't take mana to use, and it has a shorter range, so keep that in mind. So her W is called the Zap, and it fires basically a shock, fires a blast out of her pistol and does damage to the first enemy in contact. So it doesn't go through minions. You have to hit it directly onto the champion. If you try to shoot it through minions, it'll come in contact with the very first thing that it touches. It does slow the enemy as well. This one is the one that you want to level up. So my tip and trick for that is going to be that you use the W first to zap them, to slow them down, and then you go in with the Q, either your minigun or the rocket launcher. The E is her flame chompers. It's going to throw out a line of snare grenades that explode after 5 seconds, but it also catches enemies in them like a trap. So basically, if you throw it behind an enemy or a fleeing enemy and they run into it, they're going to be trapped in the chompers, and then you could zap them, or you could zap them first, throw the chompers down so that they get caught again, and the whole time you're blasting them down with the minigun or with the rocket launcher. So that's, as far as the combo goes, you can use it as like that. It also can be used defensively. You can throw it down behind you as an escape, because she really doesn't have any other escape besides her passive. Whenever she does get a kill, she's able to run away. But the Zap and the E, they can be comboed as a nice escape. So her ultimate then is the Super Mega Death Rocket, which is a universal rocket that you can fire across the map. It does splash damage as well. It only costs 100 mana, but it has a 90-second cooldown, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can get some pretty nice shots across the map if you're you have some good timing and good map awareness. The only thing that I would suggest for this, though, as a bronze or a newer player, is that you really don't try to go for the cross map kills. Use it to get the kill whenever the enemy's escaping in lane, secure the lane, get the kill, keep farming. That's the best way to play her. So let's go right into the runes. Your AD runes are going to be marks of attack damage, of course, seals of armor, and glyphs of magic resist, and then 3 quints of lifesteal. So there's the stats for that. These are just your basic AD runes. Your masteries are going to be 21 offense and 9 defense. It's just your basic AD masteries as well in Season 4. And then the item set, the core item set for Jinx, this is what I normally do. Well, I'll tell you what, you can do it 2 different ways. You can take boots to have a little bit more speed to begin with, or if you want to feel a little bit more confident, you can take the Doran's Blade and a health pot as well. So you can do that, and then when you come down the first time, when you back the first time, you can pick up your boots and the crystalline flask. Now the crystalline flask is only going to be useful if you don't have someone that's supporting you that can give you mana and health. So if you don't have someone that can do that, definitely take the crystalline flask. But if you have someone like Soraka who can give you health and mana, you don't need it. You can go right into your core build, which is going to be the Berserker's Greaves, a Bloodthirster, a Phantom Dancer, an Infinity Edge, and a Last Whisper. The Bloodthirster is essential. Obviously, it has that attack damage and the lifesteal as well. The Phantom Dancer is going to give you that attack speed, but also the critical strike chance and movement speed. And then, of course, the Infinity Edge, same thing, attack damage, critical strike. And then the Last Whisper is going to give you more attack damage, and then the passive is going to ignore armor. So that's your core build for Jinx AD carry. You can also throw in some magic resist with a Mercurial Scimitar and a Frozen Mallet with a little bit more health if you need that. If you're doing really well, though, this core build up here should be all that you're going to need, and you should be dominating by the time you hit that end. That's about it, though. If you have any questions or concerns, comments, leave them in the comment section below. Hopefully this will help you guys out with Jinx. If you have, again, just anything that you want to ask, or a champion you want to suggest or request, let me know, and I'll catch you guys next time.